Hello everyone, Charles Walhingford back again with another alcohol video. Yeah, I do alcohol videos once in a while too. And this is one of my challenge videos. I did this previously with cheap bourbon, and we're gonna go on in a similar direction, but another direction, and none of this is cheap. These are your mainstream popular brand Cognac XOs. So this is the XO challenge for the mainstream. What we have here is Courvoisier. We have Remy Martin or Martin and Hennessy. And the question is it worth buying the more expensive XOs on this level? Meaning, the Courvoisier will cost around 130, the Remy Martin 160, and the Hennessy will cost you upwards of around $200. Now, I've seen it for sale. All of these for sale. You just got to catch the sale, but most likely it's maybe $10 or $15 less. If you go overseas or go in the Caribbean, like on a vacation or on a cruise, a Caribbean cruise, you can find a lot of these for a much lower price. Perfect example, I got this Hennessy for $160, but that's not often, and that's pretty rare. So the question is, again, is it worth buying the Hennessy opposed to the lower costing Courvoisier? Well, let's go ahead and find out what I think, far as flavor wise, which one is actually better. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're back. And what do we have here? Before I get started, again, let me reiterate why I'm doing this and the understanding of why you would want to do this or why I'm doing this for you guys. The question is it worth the money to spend upwards of $200? I've seen it even more from $200 for this Hennessy, or paying just $130 for the Courvoisier. Okay, also let me explain what I did to make it a little bit scientific, the way I set it up. It's a little scientific. It's not exact. I could have made it a lot more scientific. I didn't. What I did do, I tasted all three in one direction, tasted all three in another direction, and I changed up the order I tasted them. So every single time I did it a little bit different with which order I tasted. And I just tasted. I'm not trying to get drunk doing this. No, I'm not trying to get drunk doing this, but I put it in different orders. And also I drink water in between every single tasting, and also had a piece of flour tortilla. That's what this is, just a piece of flour tortilla to start over again, to get my palate reset each time. Let's talk about the flavor, or the product in general of all these XOs. These are great examples of cognac. If you don't have an XO or haven't had XO on this level or this type of XO before, you need to understand what cognac is like. XO is probably the first time or the first level where you don't want to have a chaser, you don't want to mix it. A lot of people mix cognac with Coke or other products, and that's good, but that's good if you're using a VS or VSOP. That's sacrilege to do it with these. All right, let's go over who got what in far as order of the best one. So number 3 is the Remy Martin. The Remy Martin was number 3. Again, all of these are really good. I absolutely love all 3 of these. I do have to say Remy Martin has the best looking bottle, but far as flavor, the flavor profile, what I find more attractive for me, the Remy Martin had a slight bit of bitterness, slight bit of bitterness that turned me off to get the third place. Now, if I was having this by itself, I probably couldn't even pick that up. And it tastes very similar to the Courvoisier. The Courvoisier received number 2, it's second place. The Courvoisier is the cheapest one. And I would say it fares well against all of these two. And then, of course, the Hennessy XO is number 1. But it's a slight number 1. The price of it is anywhere from a $60 to sometimes $100 difference for the XO Hennessy. And is it $100, $50, $40 better than the Courvoisier? No, it's not. It's not that much better. It's not worth the price. But is it good? It's the best out of these 3. Yes, it is the best out of these 3. So would I recommend? Yes, I recommend having all 3 of these, just so you know what they have. I recommend all 3 of these if you're really into cognacs. I recommend all 3 of these to start yourself off understanding what a good cognac should taste like. A good cognac should taste like these 3. There's a lot of variations, especially when you get on the lesser known but more expert brands. You'll find there's very different variations, but this would be a great, all 3 of these would be a great start to understanding what cognac actually should taste like. And if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of it, make sure you subscribe. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button. Please leave a comment below. And lastly, if you enjoy these videos, this is like the 3rd, 4th, 5th or more video you've watched with me and you enjoy what I bring to the table, I ask for donations. I have a PayPal account under Charles.Walhingford@gmail.com, and that will help me do more videos like this. I'm Charles Walhingford, and this is how I would spend my money.